Pick up a couple nuts and bolts from Bob here. Pop it on red. Drive over here where our new piece of land is. Bought a piece of land, moved from Mississippi up north to Montana. Hopes to find work, aka starting a business. I think we found the place. We're going to start the business. There's all my equipment right here. I'll pull that over here. She's an old 70s international harvester pickup. 345,000 miles. Drove it all everywhere. Still starts up. Well, starting at the front of the line, we've got this International CV Series. It is the higher trim package. It's crew cab, step, higher class interior, and it has this foldable flatbed with these sides on it that can be used folded up and down depending on what you want to do with it. A little trailer here, a little utility trailer to pull this Husqvarna. Not sure the model on it. I bought it from, oh no, it's right there. It is a Husqvarna TS146XK deck. Size, have no clue. I think it's a 46-inch deck. It looks like a 46-inch deck. So 46-inch deck. This thing, it's a 46-inch cut, Husqvarna, and then back here we have a Chevy Silverado 6500. No, it looks like a 45. It's a 65. It's a rear wheel, higher trim package. It's got these custom rims that I did buy for it, dual rims too. It's got the higher interior package. And it has a dump bed on it with the regular size steps, not the fancy ones like the International. Those are normal. And then we've got this Kubota SVL 97-2. It's got the bucket on it, just a Bradco bucket. Nice track Kubota. And we have this backhoe, which is a JCB. I don't know the model on it. It's a JCB. It's a JCB backhoe. And right across the street here is the plot of land we bought. And I plan to put a shop up right here. And this be our little quarters here. Plan on taking on some jobs here, some lawn care jobs, some tree cutting jobs, some cleanup jobs, excavating, digging jobs, hauling jobs. I want to take on some jobs here. Logging jobs, even if I go buy a chainsaw. Logging jobs, like, you get the point. I want to take on kind of maintaining people's properties. Is what I'm wanting to take on right here. So, let's get shop put up. I got the building supplies. They're being here in a minute. And they're going to start putting up the shop. I said they'll be pretty quick, too. See how really quick is. Sound wrong. Property actually owns over here, but nevertheless, they did put the shop up. And concrete it. Been a couple days, but it's actually kind of nice. I mean, they did concrete it. Really wasn't rough at all. I mean, yeah, they did get it. They did get a nice shop put up though. They didn't come in smoothing this though, so I might have to take on that task. Well, I can do that, but I'm sure over time we'll smooth it out. Once my remote garage opens, we've got this nice interior here. Nothing too fancy. There's this little compartment storage over here. There is an upstairs, which does go up to just a kind of storage area up here. Probably, if I wanted to, I could do some Duke of Hazzard stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's walk all the way back or down the street. And go hop in the International. Drive the International up here. We'll hop in it. Got the keys, right? Yeah, got the keys for it. Unlock it. Alright, I haven't started this old truck up in a while. Let's see if it starts. Of course it does. This thing also has 300,000 miles on it, too. Chevy Duramaxes from this generation are pretty good. Most people hate on them, but they're actually really good Duramaxes. Like, this thing's at 300,000 on the dot, and it still just starts like that. Okay. Have the automatic hydraulics. Sucker. Take off the straps. Hop on the lawnmower. I haven't started this thing up in a while either. This ought to be interesting. What was I thinking? It's a brand new lawnmower. It should be interesting to start. It's a brand new lawnmower. How is this gonna do on that rough slope? I went with the regular rider because the zero turns are a little bit over, and plus I can kind of tend to take better yards on around here. Now for the lawnmower storage, this is where I want to throw the extra equipment, and this little stall right here. That's where I'm going to throw the extra equipment at. So, little rider here. Let's back the rider up. We're going to back the rider up. We're going to park the rider right there. So that's where the rider will sit. Whatever equipment, these will where the trucks, we'll store the trucks in here. Where this is where our trucks will get stored. It's in this place, this area. Trailers, however, is that what's behind this garage door? I actually don't know. I never opened this. I think it just goes outside. Nope, it enters another stall. I was wondering how you got it if there's another way. So in here's where we'll park the trailers. In here. And so it's up, right? Yeah, that's the hard off. Back of camera. And we're gonna back a trailer up into one of these lanes. Oh. Nope, we bottomed out. Alright. So I'm gonna go grab a shovel or something and see if I can get this kind of level here. Instead of dealing with that, it dried already too much. I just ended up giving it all it had and then it ended up going over that. But they did give me about $1,000 back because they messed up on softening it before and leveling it before they had actually left. There's not a lot of contracting companies around here, and I honestly that contracting company was kind of sketchy. It's the only concreting company around here that would, and I didn't have the equipment to just do it myself yet, so they were cool. They gave me my money back. Attached to a trailer with automatic. We're gonna just, instead of go out, we're just gonna flip around right through here. If you can do it, you can do it. And the truck, back of camera. Back the truck up right to here. And here's where the International will sit. We have the International here. We got over here one of the trailers, and then there we have the lawnmower. Let's walk back over here. Go grab the Silverado. It also has 300,000 miles on it, funny enough. And the skid loader and the other trailer. This one's a little bit higher packaged. Alright. Actually, I think the International is a little bit higher packaged. This one hasn't been starting the same length of time. Let's see if it still got it. Just like that. This is just the Chevy version of that. I figured that out. Is that International? Let's take a little spin. The Chevy does have a little bit of transmission problems. So 300,000 miles, got the same motor as the International. It is going to need a new transmission though here before too long, because if you didn't notice here, it's starting from zero. Oh, now it ain't going to do it. Well, it had some slip there. I don't know if you saw or not, but it does slip every now and then. About a couple months, I'd say this transmission is going to be done. I've had the Chevy for a while now. I actually had the Chevy before I had that International. Hydraulics work. And they did it. Okay, so let's park the Chevy for a second right there. Hop the Kubota. My battery's a little low. Alright, let that warm up while I take off the straps. Roll forward. How's it gonna do on the slope? It did flawlessly. The Kubota is a little bit easier to control than that other skid steer, because they had a New Holland at the dealer too, but the Kubota is just a little bit easier to control. So I opted for the Kubota. Alright, that's the Kubota. So we have the Kubota, and I think I'm just going to park to the JCB, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to fit, but there is these stalls over here. Stall. I'm going to park the JCB in here. Give it its own little stall, because that's over there is going to be too small for it. It would fit just it, but not all the other equipment. It's going to be crammed in there. Eventually, when that does get full, instead of doing that, I can just pull it around here and park the trailer. I have a little switch I installed on this thing that allows me just to leave the camera on, which is kind of cool. I found it was on Amazon. You can just leave the camera on, and right now it's got the backup, but it will display on the screen even when the truck's in port. I don't like to have it on all the time. It recommends not having it on. Like right now I just turned it off, so now it's just back to normal. But I can connect my GoPro to it, and it will studio what the GoPro is outputting, or what the GoPro sees. Kind of cool. The Silverado up here. Back of camera. Gonna park the right there. So those are the two work trucks, two workhorses to start out with. And over here we've got the two trailers. Have the Kubota, and then there's one more piece of equipment, and it's the JCB, which will get its own little compartment to be stored in. Now we will buy equipment. This isn't stuff I'm going to keep the whole time. I will buy new equipment eventually. More equipment, I should say, not new, but more. Do the JCB now. There we go. Let's cruise this JCB. There's no car right there this time, so I can actually drive around this corner. And the JCB will just get its own little compartment over here. Not in the work truck hall, but in the one of these little compartments over here. I'll put it in this compartment right here, though. Jace the backhoe. There we go. JCB's in here. That's all. Really, that's all. Yeah, that's all I had to do for the equipment. Just lock up the JCB. JCB. So that's all of that. But it does. Now it does work. Everything is in here. So let's close up all the lockups and drive to my new house. So we've got a hop in the international. Fire up this thing, and my house is on the back half over here. I live on the back half over here in Westbridge. I live right here. Dark old red inside. That's how old red's so clean. Is that it's always get garaged. And we've got just your basic house here, nothing too special. Just a little house. It's big enough for me and me only. Probably somebody else too, but not too concerned about it. Alright, I'm gonna go inside. Get a glimpse of what the inside looks like. Put down my camera. Sit back and chill. Also get on the computer to start advertising for some jobs, because I need to do those bad.